release. So I thought I would just do a quick video and show you just a few of the projects that I'm going to be sharing on those shows. So the first die is a big die, and it's called Book Box, and it gives you the ability to make this fabulous journal that has a box inside. You can choose whether to put the box in or not. So if you want to create a straightforward journal and just put some notebooks in or make your own signatures, you can do that. But it does have this lovely box element, which is great. You can either pop some cards in if you want to give it as a gift, perhaps. You could fill it with chocolates, lots of different ideas really. And the journal itself is very simple to put together. You just need to cut out your spine and then front and back covers. So it's, as with many of Eileen's journal dies, it's really quick and simple to use. This flower die is also on the show, so that's one idea for it. But what I love about Eileen's journal dies in particular is that really they're a blank canvas. So if you want to go more mixed media, this is the same flower die, totally different look. I've used felt to cut that out, and I've gone for more of a mixed media look for this one. I've used rose gold texture roll for the spine, but then for the covers I've used lots of different mixed media elements. I've used some stencils, some texture paste, sprays, etc. So that's kind of more of a mixed media look. I mentioned about not using the box element. For this one, I've covered the journal with some lovely Harris tweed that a friend of mine sent me. But instead of making the box element, I wanted to put some notebooks in here. So I've used my crocodile to just pop 3 holes, top and bottom, on the spine. And then I've threaded some elastic through, and that's enabled me to just slip in 3 notebooks. So that's another look, and I'll just show you one more. This one, again, I've used the texture rolls, which are on the show. Also on the show is the mat board that you need to put these together. So I'll be sharing all of that. And in this one, I have created the box, but I've made this waterfall element to go in. The waterfall dies are also on the show, and hopefully I'll get time to demo how they work. But these fit perfectly in the box. So if you wanted to perhaps put some photos on those to give as a gift to someone, that would be a really nice thing to do. So another idea for it there. And moving on, similar in terms of the ability to do what you want with it, we've got this fabulous phone stand. And again, this is a blank canvas. The die itself, used with mat board, enables you to create yourself a phone stand. But how you decorate it, of course, is up to you. You've also got the choice of how far back you want it to slope. It's fully adjustable because you just glue down this back piece. So depending on what phone you're popping in it, etc., you can alter the angle. But I just really like the fact that it's something you can decorate and personalise for the recipient. So again, another fabulous die. So that's the phone stand. And you just got a sneak peek actually of an embossing folder that's on the show. It's called Vintage Buttons, and it's a lovely design. It's a 3D embossing folder, and it's got this lovely button design. Lovely old buttons. Looks great if you just add some luster wax to it. Gives it a really nice finish. So that's another one that's going to be one of my favourites, I think. So that's Vintage Buttons. You did see it there as well on that phone stand. And then I'm just going to show you one more. There are lots of other dies on the show, but I'm not going to show you everything. So the last one I'm going to show you today is called Snail Mail. It's a thin lit die set, and it creates this background piece. You've got 2 pieces to it. You've got the back panel that goes behind, and then this kind of background die, I suppose, that puts these lovely little panels. Now the beauty of this is you can snip into these. If you cut pieces out, it will give you almost like a postage stamp board around it because of those the sort of perforations. So great for sentiments. Equally, you can use it as a background and perhaps just snip one panel out so that you create almost like a window. So really fun design, great for cards, and of course it does work on the journal front as well. So 2 different ways to use that really. So very clever design. So the shows are on February the 16th and 17th. The 16th will be an evening show, just the early bird sort of sneak preview show. And then on the 17th, I'm there all day for a pick of the day. So hopefully I'll get time to do lots of demos and show you how all of these different elements work. So hopefully I will see you on the 16th and 17th on Create and